Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. In this video I'm going to talk about the Collector. It is the last quest in the game. After you completed every quest, then you get a quest from Fence, being the Collector, and that is how you unlock the Kappa Container. Now today I was able to complete this quest after grinding out the final object, which I'll talk about later in the video. So in this video I'm going to cover where you get all the items and some tips and tricks on how to get it done in a timely manner. So guys, without further ado, let's crack straight into it. So to get the quest complete, you need to find all the streamer items in raid yourself. You can't get it given to you by other people who have found it in their raid, brought it into yours and dropped it for you. There's no way around this. You have to do it legitimately and you need to go and find all these items. Now, the majority of these items are pretty easy to find. You will find them over time and you won't be getting onto this quest, say, before level 50 in general. It's going to take some time to get there. So as you find any of these streamer items, you should be putting them aside so you can hand them in when you get to the quest. Now, I'll quickly go through some of them and point out positions you can get these to help speed them up if you are looking for individual ones. However, the one that's going to hold you up the most is the Battered Antique Book, which is one of the most frustrating items in the game to find if you don't get lucky. So, starting from the top, now with the old fire steel, this one's found in labs. The best place to get it, in my opinion, is here. You go straight to where the fuel conditioners spawn in the robotic cages, and this one is here quite consistently. Next will be the fire clean gun lube. This one is found exactly in the same spot as the fire steel on labs. I know these items can be found in other locations, but these are very consistent spots to find them. Next, we have the antique axe. You find this one generally on raiders. They're actually wearing it in their melee weapon spot. You find these quite consistently. It might take you, a few dozen raids, but you will find it if you just farm a lot of labs, just for a bit of fun, some jollies, Now, next we have both the golden rooster and the silver badge. These ones are easy to find in pretty much what I would call the gold spawn locations, which is on shoreline. So it's east 310. You can go in either east 205 or 206. East 222 or 226, and then west 216. They are the gold spawn locations where you can find like bitcoins, rollers, and you will be able to find the golden rooster and the silver badges there. As well as that, the management office in labs is very consistent in spawning. There's 4 spots where you can find these items, and you will find them pretty quickly there. So I don't think you'll have any dramas with those ones. Now, the Deadly Slob beard oil, a fair few people asked me about this one. The place that I found the best was on Interchange, across from Ollie. There's a furniture store, and there's some shelving, like little cabinets, and there's like a shelf inside the cabinet. You'll be able to see in this video right here where I'm talking about. Check these as you go through Interchange, and you shouldn't have too much of a problem finding them. Next, we have the golden 1G phone. This is somewhat 1G's item. And back in the Interchange again, you either got Techlight on the shelves throughout Techlight. There's a lot of spawns in here that you can find it. Otherwise, down the other end of the shopping mall, in the G phone store, there's 5 spawns for G phones, and you can find the golden 1G phones here as well. Now, the best spot for the jar of Devil Dog Mayo, I find, is in West 216. I've found 3 spawns of this in the one spot, but you can find this pretty consistently here. It's the one with the grenade boxes, and it's on the table at the back as soon as you enter. Now, if you're going to find a can of Sprats, shouldn't have any problem. They do just spawn randomly where all the other food spawns. But if you are having a bit of trouble, head over to the basement of the West Wing Resort. Down in the basement, there's a heap of duffel bags. You can search either the duffel bags or on the shelves in these locations. As well as you can go upstairs to West 112. And inside there's a heap of food spawns as well. You will find it in one of these locations. Pretty common, if you ask me. Now, when it comes to the fake mustache and the cotton beanie, both of these are located on scavs and raiders. If you're farming raiders for the antique axe, you should be able to pick it up there. Otherwise, you'll see it on scavs from time to time. Now, moving on to the final and most annoying out of all the items on this list, which is the Battered Antique Book. Now, I don't know how many raids it took me to find this, but it took me about 3 days straight farming to look for it. I checked so many different locations that people said. I found the most efficient route I could find to level up my searching skills whilst also making some money and farming this book. Eventually, I did get it, but these are the spawns that you can get it in. So the marked circles, both in customs in, being the 3-story dorms room 328, which we need the marked key for, or the woods marked circle. You can go to that one as well. You can also find this book in scav backpacks. Now, Nikita did increase the chance of finding this book in the hard scavs. So later in the raid, the scavs can spawn like a more difficult kind of scav, and it's about an 8% spawn chance that Nikita set it to during the podcast. So you can get the book from there. Next, you have the factory shelf. Now, this is where I found mine. 3rd floor of the factory hallway. The shelf between the breach room and the office. I can spawn there. Going to Shoreline. Now, there's a heap of locations that people have said they found it there, and I do believe the majority of these are correct. And so I've put them here on a list for you. So there's the greenhouse by the swamp. There's on the bed inside there, as well as you enter on the right-hand side. There's a little pedestal. You can find it on there. The swamp church, there is a jar or bowl right on the altar bit of the church. It spawns inside that. Now, any of the dead scavs. Now, these are the fixed dead scavs that you can loot at any time. These have a chance to spawning it. So there's a house right near the church. West 306 has 2 of them. East, across the bridge. As you cross the bridge on the right-hand side, there's a door. You go through that door, is already open. You can see the dead scav there. As well as directly above that, there's a pool table. There's a room in there you can get it from. On the east floor, on the ground floor, as it connects to the admin building, there's one spawn in there. And also in factory, there's one down in 1986 underneath. There's where you get the letter for one of the other quests. Now, any of these scavs, dead scavs, can spawn it. It's just a chance. It's pretty low. I've done a lot of farming and I still didn't get it. But there is a chance to get that. The next option you have is duffel bags. Duffel bags on any map. You can search these as much as you want. I've been searching them to make a video. I'm going to farm 1,000 duffel bags and do a statistical analysis on it. And I've got a heap of people actually helping to make that really cool for you guys. Just to go further on from my filing cabinet and safe one. So I'm going to 1,000 duffel bags. Still haven't got that one yet. But once I get across to getting those 1,000 duffel bags searched, I'll be able to put that video out. But I haven't found it in there either. Now, in the west wing, as you enter the west wing from outside, there's that hole in the wall. There's a shelf. As you enter on the left, it can spawn on this shelf. As well as in West 301, as you enter the door, it can spawn on top of those water containers. So I actually farmed Shoreline a lot for this. Didn't find it on Shoreline. I was messing about on factory and I found it on the factory shelves. So, it's up to you how you want to do it. There's all the locations that people have said, multiple sources, and I do believe I've seen them in some of these ones before as well. So I can verify as most of them, if not all of them, are fairly reliable sources. So if you are after this antique book, best of luck. I've heard so much, let's call it bullshit. One guy said he found 3 of these books in 5 runs of the Mark Circle on Woods. Whilst he might have done this, and he said he had screenshots, whilst he might have done this, I know another person who's very reliable, who I talk to from time to time. He said he'd done 300 runs of Woods Mark Circle till he got this book. So if you work off a process of statistics and all the other crap going on with that, if he does 300 runs and the other guy does 5, you add that together, 305 to find 4 books. It's still 1 in 100. All right, so doesn't matter what people say. Go to Woods, go to this place. I just say check all these locations as you're leveling up, and if you do find the book, sweet, put it aside, and then you don't have to worry about what I had to do, because I actually found the book earlier in the wipe, but the problem was it didn't have that find in raid tick at that stage, and so I never kept it. And once they did add that, I hadn't found it yet. So it's up to you. This is just me trying to give out as much advice as I can, particularly with this quest. The reward from this quest, I probably should have said this a lot earlier in the video, is the Kappa Container. So you can get the Kappa Container still in this patch, and hopefully patches to come. And then you will have a 3x4 pouch to put your gear in. So guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for future content. I stream on Twitch every day of the week, so go down the link below, give me a follow over there. If you got any Tarkov questions, feel free to hit me up in my live stream or down in the comments below. If you know of any actual other locations, feel free to chuck them down there. If you can actually put like a IMGB link to an actual screenshot to prove that you actually found it there. I know there might be some fake ones, who knows. But that might actually help some people out too. But yeah, this is a really annoying quest for a lot of people, and hopefully this will be able to help some of you guys. So finally, I'll see you next time. Well, I guess it would be nice if I could find a battered antique book in this raid, because I'm sick of looking for it. But no, I've got to search twice, because I accidentally clicked away.